Hi, thanks for sharing your plan. First thing I noticed was that there's no room out here. And without a room, you can't create trusses. So this slab, I'm going to delete that. These framing members, I'm going to delete them. See, I assume there's another roof. Yeah, roofing there. Okay. This column you used is, oh, I see. Let me take another look at that. Okay. So when we got a roof here, but there's no room. Without a room specification dialog. See, trusses, when you create a truss, it fills the void between a room's ceiling and the underside of the roof. And there's no room here. So no trusses are possible. So I'm going to go over here to the railing wall tool. Good Lord, that's a big fat railing. Oh, I see. That's fine. And you've got these at 19. Okay. I'm going to delete these columns. Oh, I see. You got a column right there. Look at this again before I delete everything. Well, okay. So I'm going to delete this one. This wall away and then over. Now, you set your defaults up, but not totally good. So the newels need to be 19 to match what you were doing. And then there's your beam that you put in manually. Okay, and I don't think we want okay. They have these show in plan view. I don't know if you can do this in Home Designer Pro, but in this one, just check those two and leave, don't draw the rails. And okay, that's kind of sort of working. What's that? Oh, okay. Yeah, these that you placed manually, I'm just going to delete them. And we'll take this wall. Okay. Okay, so these columns are coming in on our walls. And see, so you got your terrain at what height? Okay. So many bushes. I clicked on a bush. 30 and a 3/8. So the floor here would have to be set at -30. And we'll call this a porch. And we'll give it -30. I need to rethink that. That looks a little bit better. We're still getting some terrain through it. That's not a huge problem. All kind of virtual anyway. Okay. And our ceiling set a little bit too high. See how this beam's up here and should be down here. Lower the finished ceiling to 9 feet and see what that looks like. A little bit higher, I think, relative to where you put the roofs. That's looking about right. Now to get these columns where they're not sticking out, I'm gonna shift select these walls. And on noodles and balusters, there's an offset. And here's the outside edge. Looks to me like it needs to be offset at about 4 inches. See how that moved it closer to the edge? 6. That's probably about right. Let's check that. Yeah, see, now they're just in on the edge. I'm not quite sure how this figures up with your design, overall design goals, but okay. Now I'm gonna take this white and put it on the beams. Whoops. We're getting double columns here. Why is there a hole in that thing? Oh, you set it up that way. Well, you may want to do some of these columns manually then. I was just thinking this would be the way to do it, but I don't know exactly in detail what you had in mind. I don't know why we're getting double columns. Oh, there's a double column. And doing it this way, you may want to place your columns manually and not set them as newel posts. You know, if you really want to customize, I mean, because using the walls has built-in limitations and so forth. But anyway, now we have a room, and that room has a ceiling. And as I understand it, you want, okay, let's take a look at this in a cross section. You want basically a truss that goes from here and has a king post, and that's it. So what I would do is figure about from the floor up to about where that bottom cord would be. That's about 12 feet. So I'm going to raise the ceiling to 12 feet. Let me show you what that looks like. Oh, well, kind of a problem. Okay. Well, okay, it's a temporary problem, I hope. What I'm going to I'm going to go over here to build, framing, and roof truss. Just going to draw one through here. Take a look at it. with a backflip elevation camera. And basically, you want this, but you don't want this and this. So what I would do is, I don't know if you can do this in Home Designer Pro. In Chief Premiere, you can. You go over here to CAD Detail Management. You get a truss detail. Open it. There's that truss. And I'm going to go to Layer Display Options and Framing Truss. Yeah, roof truss. See how they're locked? I'm going to unlock that layer. And then you can customize them. Okay. Now I can go back here. Oh, this one didn't customize. I'm shocked. Well, I was expecting that when I edited the truss detail. This TR1. You turn the label on. Framing, truss, labels. Yeah, it says TR1. Okay. I'm going to take this. And we're going to multiple copy them every 24 inches. Where'd you go? Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay. These are all TR3s. Except for this one here. Okay, I'm going to go back over here to CAD Detail Management. Open the truss detail. Okay. Now that the trusses are built, I'm going to put the ceiling back where it was. Yeah, the trusses stayed and just the ceiling moved. Let's get some isometric looks on here. I think the ceiling got turned back on. Or oh, okay. The truss layer is not turned on. In this case, in layer display options, there's 11 different. They all look alike, but there's 11 or 12 different ones. And if something that you created is not visible, it's because it's on a layer that's turned off. So I need to turn roof trusses. Yeah, see, it's off. Okay. So anyway, if you want trusses, you have to have a room, you have to have a ceiling, and then then and only then can you have trusses. I don't know if this is exactly what you're looking for, but I think you're better off now than you were, except for maybe the columns. You might want to take the newel posts and make them 0 and then manually place your columns. That might be a better look. Anyway, hope this helps you. And whether it did or not, have a great day.